Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Friday, December 22nd, 2017. People, before I even get started, I just have to say this. In all of the years that I have been out here talking about these markets and everything associated with it, never would I have expected in my wildest dreams what I have seen in the last 24 hours. If you remember in the video that I did last night, I explained how I was getting emails and top of emails of people asking me what they should do with regard to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in a meltdown phase, in case you're not paying attention to what's going on here. It's down $8,000 from its top. And there are still some out here that are thinking that this is healthy. Healthy like dementia? Healthy like what? Absolutely not. Seriously. Now here's the issue. All through the night and this morning, people have been writing to me. You know, it's kind of crazy. 1 week ago, I did an interview with Greg Hunter, your friend and mine. In fact, I'll put a link to that interview in the description of this video, where I had explained how Wall Street was going to run a pump and dump with regard to Bitcoin now that they have their hands on the futures market. Now, I understand that there are many of you who do not or cannot grasp the concept how the futures market is kind of wagging the dog here with regard to Bitcoin, but I have covered at length how it was going to be gamed, and this is exactly what has happened. The Bitcoin Investment Trust, GBTC, is down two-thirds of its entire value in 1 week. That's insane. People are getting slaughtered here. Now, again, people continue to write to me about this, and I cannot help you. I am not going to write back to you. So there's nothing I can do. You got to make up your own choices here. And it seems that some of these people are writing to me were the ones that were actually ridiculing me when I said that this was going to happen. Look, I am sorry if you got yourself stuck in a situation like this and you got caught up in the hype. It might turn around. It might not turn around. But I don't know what to tell you. If you follow my work and you got involved in Bitcoin at the top, I'm frankly shocked about that. I'm absolutely shocked about that, because I have covered this at length before this whole thing happened, what I believed would happen. And obviously you didn't believe what I said. So look, I don't know what to tell you people, but I am not going to write back to anybody that continues to send me emails about what they should do with their Bitcoin holdings. I'm sorry, but I am finished with that. Look, I'm sorry I'm getting a little upset here, but last night I was upset. I almost broke down at the end of the video because I had people pleading to me. Greg, please help me. I got in over my head. Greg, I can't believe I did this. And I can't help you. I can't help you. All right, look, let's move forward. Gold and silver are higher today, although they are fake. It is more fake than what's going on here with the rigging with Bitcoin. You know that. Beyond belief what these Wall Street wizards have done to gold and silver and the derivatives and the manipulation and the rigging. It is frankly, wow, there's no words for that. Now the stock market, also something that's in absolute fantasy land, okay? They are determined to push this higher. I'm convinced about it, but we need to watch that bond market. As I am doing this video, stocks are at the flat line, I think a little bit in the negative. The bond market, they are trying to prop it up. Go to my website, traderschoice.net, and have a look at that chart. As I am doing this, they're trying to prop up that bond market. If they are successful in propping up this bond market, you are going to see stocks move higher throughout the day and higher into next week, which is the real Santa Claus rally that I've been talking about here. Look, these wizards are determined to increase their bonuses at all costs. So that's my take on it here. But the bond market is key, people, and you know that. So just watch that bond market, and you're going to know where the stocks are going to go before they go there. Now, I explained to you yesterday that I took up a small or a half initial position on ticker SPY, February in the money calls. I have not added to that position. Okay, in case it doesn't work, I can close that position with a minimal loss. You know how I play this, and if you don't, go to my website, traderschoice.net, look for the picture of Gordon Gekko. It'll take you right to my publications page and download my free brief. It's free. So download it or don't at your own peril. It's up to you, really. So situation is pretty clear here, I think, across the board, and I've outlined it pretty well for you. So let's see how this plays out. Watch that bond market if you're looking to get into the stock market here. I am watching it very closely because I have my position open there. And we'll see how if the bond market starts to sell off today and I see pressure on stocks, I will probably end up closing that position on SPY with a small loss. Why? Because I took up a half position. I only go double that position once I am convinced it's going in the direction that I believe it will. And all of you know, for I don't know how long now, other than having a fractional loss in a Facebook call, I think it was last week or something, I have not had a single loss. And you know this is true because I've outlined it every single one of my trades right here before they happened. Look, I am no wizard here, people, but I study this stuff. You know that. Around the clock, Bitcoin included. I was a Bitcoin investor too at one point. Now I wouldn't touch it for any reason at all. I do have it depends on how you look at it. I have about almost $60,000 in Steam right now. That's cash I earned from just posting. But I do believe in Steam. I believe in the platform. That's just my opinion. And I've been telling all of you to look for alternatives. From when Bitcoin got to 19,000, I said, it's time to start looking at other things. And you know, let me just say that. Many have written to me as well, even on my Facebook page, thanking me. They said, Greg, thank you. I got out right at the top, like you had suggested, and I'm sitting pretty here. I didn't actually tell people to get out when it hit there. I just said they needed to think about diversifying, especially when we started seeing it pull back. I was like, look, maybe this is it. A lot of you did listen to that advice, and I am very proud of you. Now, look, just keep this in mind. I know I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it one more time. If you want to know where Bitcoin is going to go, and forget the fanatics that are going to say, despite the fact that it's in their face like this, that it's been happening, I said follow the futures, and that's where Bitcoin is going to go. Futures were being bid down since it hit the CME exchange, the largest in the world, and look what's happened to Bitcoin. If these futures start getting bid up, there's your signal that it might turn around, okay? Just follow the futures. This is the classic tail wagging the dog, because the Wall Street wizards will not let anybody win. They're going to win. And you can sit there and try to justify this any way you want to, especially if you're an Elmer. There are people out there that, and I hate saying that word because it's derogatory in my book. I mean, I created this word, but it's the truth. There are the investors that understand, and they're getting out. The big guns got out just a couple of days ago, and I went over this. Some huge Bitcoin investors just got out. It's always the same story. The big guns get out, the schmucks get left behind. And I hope you're not a schmuck. I really do. All right. With that said, we're going to wrap this all up at the end of the day. And it's going to be probably one of the most interesting wrap-ups I have ever done. Watch that bond market, people. You're going to know where stocks are going to go. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. I'll see you later. Over and out.